Oh, here's my wife.
Hello.
Isn't this the weirdest interview you've ever been a part of?
It's okay.
Is it?
I don't know.
Hey, love.
Hey.
Do you want to just pull the... we have someone here, so maybe pull the chair up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just chair up to the door, maybe, because I don't know if you'll fit.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Or you could sit in here if you want to sit super close to Chloe, who's cool.
Chloe's awesome. She's
Chloe
my best
is
friend.
awesome.
She's my best friend.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. This is Cameron.
Sorry. Am I going to ruin everything?
You will, but that's okay. Just don't trip over a cord. And,
It's all right.
How are you?
yeah.
I love it.
So we were talking about how Amber was on TikTok, which is this thing that kids use. And
But they shouldn't.
And they shouldn't. And okay, so they said LOL, we accidentally banned you or restricted you. Then what happened?
And I was like, okay, weird. So I get my account back and I look at what they wanted to ban me for. Can you take a wild guess as to what video they flagged?
Would it have to do with gay marriage, just gay stuff or trans stuff? Or okay, I'm going to keep guessing. I don't know. Well,
So I have a snake and her
Oh.
name is Sundance and she's 5 years old.
African bull python?
No, she's a ball python.
Okay.
So she's about 4 feet. People freak out when they hear that, but don't
We have
freak
one.
out.
Our son has one. A bull python.
Yeah. He's super sweet. Like she's
Animal cruelty.
Yeah.
So what happened?
They literally were like, this is offensive to people. Like
What was?
my videos of my snake.
What was offensive about the snake?
They literally just said it goes against their community guidelines. That's all they said. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like she wasn't eating a rat or anything either.
And you weren't like hitting it with a
No,
hammer.
she was
that
like-
would have sucked.
She was like on my shoulder, like on my arm here, and she
Yeah.
was just hanging out. And I was just like, this is Sundance. And then I showed him my 10 chickens, my 3 dogs, my 3 cats, my 2 turtles, my rabbit.
Do you think it was the snake that offended people? Or can you not tell? Maybe
Well,
they hate
it
chickens.
was the flagged, like it was the snake videos that were flagged though.
see.
It wasn't like, I mean, I had a couple with other animals, but it was just so dumb. I was like, this is not something, because like I had like videos about LGBTQ and stuff about how like we love the person, hate the sin, and like everything. And I would get like, those would blow up because everyone would be so mad. But those were the ones that were flagged. None of the LGBTQ ones, the one on gay marriage, nothing about like no sex before marriage, like nothing. It was always the animal videos. And I was just like,
Did you get to appeal? So is that the one that they said was a mistake? They flagged it by mistake?
they flagged like 5 of them, which is why I got like violated their community guidelines with my animals somehow.
Okay, so when you appealed it, what happened?
So I appealed it. I got my account back. And then I posted a video saying, hey guys, TikTok is probably going to ban me permanently. So if you guys want to follow me on my other platforms, like here's my podcast, here's everything. And they were just like, what? No. And then literally like the next day, which was my birthday, in the morning, I didn't post anything. They just permanently banned me. And I couldn't make another account. I couldn't do anything because they know like my phone number, my address, my IP, whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And so I could not make another account even for like kicks and giggles. Like I couldn't do it. Kicks and giggles.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. So what was that? Because there was once I had my Instagram hacked by someone, I think it was an irate Muslim.
Oh.
And he just started, I don't know how he got in. Actually,
Facebook
I think I do,
usually.
but if I try to explain it, it will just get so convoluted that I won't. Anyway, so he got in, he took control, changed the password, and started posting pictures of Saddam Hussein. And people are like, I think he's been hacked. I'm like, that's a good guess.
Thanks, guys.
But I remember when that happened, it was this very much like, all right, Jesus, like I surrender this to you. I abandon this to you. Like we don't just have to kind of say fiat voluntas tua in the sense of like, well, if this is going to happen to me, I guess I have to accept it. We can embrace God's will even when it goes against what we want. So how did you handle that?
I cried.
Oh,
Like a baby.
good. All right.
I literally, I kind of like threw my phone across the room because I was like, there goes 10,000
Right.
people who have no idea what happened to me.
Yes.
Because I'm like, if it was different, like if I chose to quit the app, I could have had time been like, hey guys, I'm quitting TikTok. Like you guys can like, follow me over here. But I felt like I abandoned people. It wasn't my fault, but I felt like I abandoned them because I'm like, I didn't have enough time to tell them, come follow me because TikTok wouldn't let me post that video. Because they're like, well, you're banned from posting anyways, because they banned me from posting for like, it was like a week or something. So I couldn't even tell people like, hey, they're going to ban me, like da-da-da. I couldn't even post that video. So literally I was just like cut off and nobody on there knew where to find me because my account was gone. So I more or less felt like it was hard because I felt like I abandoned them. And I didn't give them like, because there were so many converts on there that were curious about Catholicism that I was talking to in like the description or DM, like direct message. And all of a sudden I'm gone. and they're just like, oh my gosh, she hates me. Like, I don't know what their thought process was. I'm assuming they knew I got banned.
Was there ever a point in a video that was published that you said I've been flagged?
No, because they wouldn't let me post.
So they have no idea. Yeah.
They wouldn't let me post anything because they're like,
Tough,
you can't post for a week. And so I cried about it a little bit, more or less. But then I was just like, it was on my birthday. And it was at
Happy
8:08
birthday.
when I was born. I was born at 8:08 on April 8th. And I got banned at 8:08. Like, there was the timestamp on it. Like, you are officially banned. It's 8:08. And I was just like, Jesus, you have a sense of humor. A sense of humor that I don't get yet.
Yeah.
But God really does have a sense of humor. And he literally knew that TikTok was bad for me. It was bad for my mental health. It was causing so many issues in just my mental health life. Like, I the amount of comments I would get, the hate. Chloe witnessed it firsthand, me just like bawling on the floor in her kitchen, being like,
Bless you.
nobody loves me.
Bless you. It has that effect.
It's
Like, I know that you're saying it in a joking way, but it really is what people are
hard.
experiencing.
It's hard because it's like
And the negative
cyberbullying.
comments, they always seem magnified.
Yeah.
Like, someone can say something nice and we somehow dismiss it. Like, they don't really mean that. But if someone says, you suck and I hate your face, you're like,
believe
well,
it.
that person's infallible,
Yeah.
clearly. And I have to
Easily.
accept it.
Yeah, it was not fun. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like we psychologically, our brains attach to the negative things. Like, that's just psychologically how we're wired, because it's more shocking. And so it's ingrained in our brains more. But I really struggled with it because there was no real way to limit the comments unless you turned them off completely. Like, there were still comments that could get through. And so I went to adoration like a week before all of this happened, before I got banned. And I told God, I was like, God, if there's anything that's coming between us, a specific social media app,
Will you reference it? Were you meaning TikTok?
yeah, because I did not want to do it anymore.
What
but
a
I knew
blessing
that
from our Lord.
I know.
Even though you threw the phone across the room. And he's like, Amber, we literally had this conversation last week.
It's so true because I was like, oh wait, you know those things where you like pray for patience and then it happens and then you're like, why God? Why would you do this to me? Because that was me.
Yeah.
And I eventually accepted it because I was like, you know what? If they really wanted to follow me on other platforms, they'll find me. Like, they know my name, they know my handle, the religious hippie. They'll be able to find me. And so I had so much peace after the first initial hour of crying about it.
Yeah.
That I was like, I don't have to post on TikTok anymore. I don't have to look at negative comments anymore.
It's just a breath of...
I was just like, wow, like, this is amazing. And I didn't really like TikTok to begin with because I felt almost like an enabler when I was like, oh, go follow me on TikTok. I'm like, kids should not have TikTok.
I see. Thank you very much for watching that clip. Before you go, do us a favor, click like, click subscribe, and if this really meant something to you, help us out by sharing it.